Hi and welcome back to the Upgrowth YouTube channel. So here's a question most founders and marketing teams never ask properly. Why is growth actually stuck? Not which channel isn't working, not which campaign failed, but what is the fundamental bottleneck preventing the business from growing? Because here's the uncomfortable truth. Most teams treat symptoms. They change creatives, switch agencies, increase budgets, and nothing moves because the actual bottleneck is somewhere completely different. Today, we're walking through Avro's growth diagnostic framework. Now, this will help you identify where growth breaks down, how to identify them, which one is hurting you, and what to do about it. Now, let us start off with a very sharp observation. Most growth problems took like Most growth problems look like marketing problems on the surface. Low ROS, Low ROS, high CPL, flat organic traffic. But when you actually diagnose them, the root cause is often not where the symptom shows up. Attribution is broken, so you're optimizing for the wrong signals. Retention is poor, so execution costs keep climbing. The content strategy has no topical structure, so organic traffic plateaus no matter how much you publish. This framework is designed to stop teams from fixing the wrong thing, and it's built on seven bottlenecks that Upgrowth identified across audits of 150 plus companies. Let's go through them, and before going through them, I would like you to explore the case studies page, where we have recorded almost all our clientele and how we did certain things for them that help them improve their business growth. Okay. Having said that, let us get into the first bottleneck. Now, the first bottleneck is attribution. Now, number one, why this is the one that surprises people most because it is invisible. If your measurement is broken, every downstream decision is wrong. You pause campaigns that were actually working. You scale campaigns that were getting credit for conversions they didn't cause. You report a 3x ROS that's actually 1.8x. Now, what are the signs that you have an attribution bottleneck? Number one, platform reported numbers are significantly higher than what Shopify or your CRM shows. Your Meta ROS looks great, but your revenue is not growing. So, these are some of the signs. Now, let's move forward to the second bottleneck, which is conversion. Now, is your existing traffic translating? Very important. Now, traffic is coming in, clicks are happening, but leads or purchases aren't coming. Now, this is the most common bottleneck for B2C and SaaS companies burning budget on paid ads. This blog breaks down these three layers. Number one, ad level. Now, it's the creative compelling enough to get a click. Number one. Number two, landing page. Does the post click experience convert interest into lead and then an action? Third, the diagnostic test. Look at each layer separately. High CTR but low landing page conversion means your page is the problem, not your ads. Low CTR but high converting rate means your closing means your qualification or sales process is the issue. Treating all three as one problem will not work. Let's get into the third bottleneck, which is retention. Now, this one has a compounding effect that most growth teams underestimate. Poor retention doesn't just mean customers leave, it means your CAC ceiling drops dramatically because you can never build LTV, right? Now, every new customer you acquire is replacing one who left rather than adding to your base. So, it is somewhere, close to what it's already there. So next one is the paid efficiency. Now, is your spend buying the right outcomes? Very important because this is specifically about whether your paid media is structured correctly, not whether you are spending enough. Two companies spending the same budget on Meta can get 2x versus 5x. It depends on whether the outcome, whether the leads they are qualified or not, whether they are actually capable for the company to grow or not. Next up is organic. Okay. Now, this section is very specific about what an organic bottleneck actually looks like in 2026. It is not just about publishing more content, it's about whether your content is structured around defensible topic clusters. Very important pattern that we can see that upgrowth at upgrowth, we saw that companies with 200 blog posts that have no topical authority because every post is a standalone article targeting a disconnected keyword will not make sense. Google and AI search engine evaluate topical depth. A site with 20 deeply interconnected articles on a single topic will outperform a site with 200 scattered articles on 200 different topics. This has happened with us, with one of our clients, Five Money. We applied the organic compounding system here. We grew their organic footprint by over 2 lakh monthly clicks with 7 million additional impressions in just 9 months, plus more than 15,000 featured snippets. So, that kind of growth doesn't come from just publishing any random blogs, it comes from building a topical structured authority. Now, symptoms of organic failure. Now, follow traffic concentrated in 5 or 10 pages, blog content sitting at low traffic positions over the third page. So, no entry hub, there is no topical authority, it doesn't make sense. To explore more, you can click here, and this will redirect you to our article where we have talked about how Five Money became the top authority for smart deposit queries in Google AI overviews. Now, it's an app, Five Money, it's a digital first platform. We have covered what it is about, what are the challenges, how did we execute it, and what results we got. So we got 15,000 featured snippets, 200k clicks growth, and 7 million plus impression. Now this doesn't come from just random putting of blogs, right? It comes from a strategic content structuring, proper internal linking, topical authority, synaptic clustering, a lot of things that we did. So you can explore the case study here. This will definitely be beneficial for anyone starting with organic. Now let's go back. Okay, we have covered five bottlenecks till now. Now let's move to the sixth bottleneck. Very crucial in 2026. Now, very newest bottleneck capacity that has come up in 2026 because most companies have not even started optimizing this one. Google AI overviews now appear on 30% of informational queries. ChatGPT, Perplexity, Claude, they're answering questions that used to send people to organic search results. So if your content is not being cited in these AI answers, you're losing discovery to competitors who are. So the diagnostic, search your most important queries on Google and see if an AI overview appears. If it does, are you being cited? If not, your content is not structured for AI extraction, regardless of how well it is ranking organically. So the blog will reference more such case studies where I've already done it for Five Money, for Vans, and now both of our clientele have been getting cited in AI LLMs and Google SEO, SERP, of course. So very important. Take care of this. Just it's very crucial in 2026. Number seven, content. Number seven, content. Now this is specifically about content quality and engineering, and not content volume. This blog makes a clear distinction. Content quantity without content engineering produce diminishing returns. Content engineering means every piece leads with a clear answer, uses natural language headings, has proper schema, has an FAQ section for AI citation. The diagnostic, take your top 5 organic pages, run the extractable sentence test. Can any single sentence from those pages to be lifted into an AI overview answer? Just check it. If not, you need to engineer your page, make the content quality better. Now, here's the most important part. Now, sequencing. Now, order of operation, that's sequencing. The very clear, that you fix one bottleneck at a time. Fixing all seven simultaneously will produce seven half unfinished results. So do it one by one. Take the priority order as the questions came up. So attribution will be first. Similarly, then you'll move forward with another bottleneck. So fix the highest leverage bottleneck first, measure for 60 days, then move to the next one. That is the right approach to follow. Three common mistakes when teams self-diagnose. So what happens? The first mistake is treating the loudest signal or the most important one. No, you have to trade all seven. It's just that the beginning one has the most leverage, so you start off with that. So that is very important. You can also check our another case study with lending card. We helped them achieve through Google ads. So basically it was a paid ad campaigns, and we helped them achieve 20% business growth. So do check this out. Let us go back. Now, when to bring in outside diagnostic help. If you can answer the seven diagnostic question with confidence, but you do not need an outside diagnostic. But if you even have one where you're not understanding like whether this is working, whether this is not working, so it's helpful to take growth from outside. And we at Upgrowth has built Groove as well. Groove is our growth strategist tool. So if you want to run this diagnostic on your own business in just 5 minutes, Groove asks you question across all 7 bottleneck areas, and it will tell you which one is the most likely choking your growth right now. You can visit Grove from here by clicking the link here on our header, and you can directly visit our Groove's website and you can ask your questions here. It will guide you with the right diagnostic framework, whether it's working, whether it's not working, what should be the right approach. It will also guide you specific case studies, calculators, frameworks, many more things. So it is a really, really important tool. So do check this out, and it's worth trying before you make any decision about agency, budget, channel changes. So do check the tool out. Let us go back. Okay, yeah. So we have almost covered everything. Let me give you a gist now. So the bottom line basically is that if your growth is stuck and you don't know why, the answer is almost never more budget or a different agency. It's one of these 7 bottlenecks: attribution, conversion, retention, paid efficiency, organic, AI visibility, or content. So find out which one is it, fix it, measure it, and then move to the next. Full blog link, I'll share it in the description. Subscribe for more content like this, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you.